Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Hope you're having a great morning so far. Now, on September 9th, we would have celebrated World First Aid Day. The theme for this year is First Aid in the Digital World. This morning, I want to welcome the Financial Sustainability Officer at the International Federation of Red Cross, Thorfida Charles, as well as First Aid Coordinator at the TNT Red Cross Society, Augustus J. Ford. Good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Good morning and thank you for the invite.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm great, thank you.
Thorfida, tell me, let's start with what exactly is first aid? How do we define first aid?
Okay, so first aid is just that, first aid. So it's the immediate assistance to anyone who is ill or injured until advanced medical assistance gets to the scene.
Why is it important for everybody to have some kind of first aid skill?
I believe it's extremely important because most families grapple with different things, and it's one of those things that once you learn it, you can assist staff, family members with first aid. For example, choking, heart attacks, that sort of thing. And in the Red Cross, we believe that at least one person per household should be trained in first aid.
Out of just sheer curiosity, how often do I need to update that training?
I would say once every year or 2 years, depending on the personality. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you represent the International Federation of Red Cross. Tell me a little bit about the work that you guys do.
Okay, so we work within 190 countries globally. And in particular with first aid, we work on the quality of the training of the first aid, the curriculum, the quality of the instructors, as well as the quality of the customer experience, which is extremely important because everybody knows...
When you say the customer experience, who's the customer?
Our clients, which is the public.
Okay.
Public
Anybody who falls ill would be a customer?
Well, no.
No?
Because you can't wait until you fall ill to do first aid.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and everybody knows Red Cross is first aid. It's very important. And I would suggest, because of the times you're living in, more than one person per household should be ideally trained in first aid, because sometimes that person isn't home to render assistance. Yeah.
Mr. Ford, tell me a little bit about the work that you guys do at the Red Cross Society in Trinidad and Tobago and how it's supported by the International Federation of Red Cross.
Federation? Well, first and foremost, the Federation is like a sister for us. It's a three-component. So you have the IFRC, the ICRC, and the national societies. So in our aim, we more or less look at the local aspect of it. And therefore, we work hand in hand. So they support us in all the different things that we do, they provide that. And we appreciate the fact that, again, you have the IFRC in Trinidad and Tobago. At one time, we had both the IFRC and the ICRC in Trinidad and Tobago. So again, that support is what we look for. For us, really and truly, we do a lot of work within the community. So we have been around since 1938, and that's a very long time, providing type of service, and even the area of first aid. So when you talk about even World War II, the Red Cross was there providing aid to persons. And we look at the genesis of it, really and truly. Red Cross was more or less born in San Fernando at Inaparima College, where they started a whole program there just and getting to put things in place. So again, it started from there and it started to develop. So it is a growing science. And at the end of the day, we see more and more that, again, this is helpful for everybody. So our aim at all the time is to ensure that, again, as been mentioned, at least one person in every household have first aid.
All right, tell me about some of the courses that are available at TNT Red Cross.
Well, first aid being, again, one that people look into. But we have a lot more programs than that. In the area of first aid, we have wilderness first aid, we have psychological first aid, we have pediatric first aid, and we are going into more and more. So we don't want to reveal every single thing at this present time.
I kind of want to ask about a few of those.
But okay, so what do you want to ask about?
I mean, I'm curious as wilderness first aid. So there's a different way to treat somebody outdoors versus indoors?
Yes. So, okay, so the picture you have on the screen right now, so that's wilderness first aid. And we had the privilege of training, again, a lot of persons for the Ministry of Agriculture. And those folks who, again, are forest rangers along those lines. And what we're able to do, really and truly, is to provide them with 2 days of training in the classroom and 1 beautiful night in the forest. So you're able to go out there and have that sort of experience, really and truly. And so what you learn in the classroom, again, the experience there. So it was fantastic, really and truly. And again, it is something we cater for those in the military, for those who are campers, for those who are scout leaders, and all of those persons. You're hiking, again, need to learn that. Yes,
I like how you say one beautiful night in the wilderness.
It's a beautiful night.
Beautiful night. You know, you're going to make sure you don't get damaged. But
of course, and we have protection because again, whenever we go to the forest area and whatnot, there we have persons who are in the military that provide that security for us.
All right. I was also curious about you mentioned
psychological.
Psychological, yes.
Right. So psychological first aid, again, it is one take, for instance, like what we happen right now, the flooding situation there in Libya. You find at the end of the day, you have two components also. So you have the physical part where that person provides first aid for you, but then the psychological aspect of it, which most times, again, is a lot bigger than.
It's
because
traumatic.
That's right. So you need now to provide a sort of information to persons who know how do we deal with situations like those? How do we put things in place? Vehicle accidents, home invasion, murder-suicide, all of those things there where you can now apply psychological first aid to persons who need them.
Would we need to apply psychological first aid in terms of how being able to cope with things? And I mean, talk about traumatic things, but I want to take it back. I mean, we've been talking about the heat for however long now.
Right.
Would that be something that falls under the psychological aspect of things? Or?
Well, it could, because again, it could affect persons.
Right.
Right. So when you talk about the heat situation, now the heat waves really and truly recognizing today is more and more taking place globally. We recognize that a lot of persons, for some reasons, are not really fully prepared to deal with the heat waves. And because of climate change, what you recognize is, again, this is something that is happening longer and it's happening more often. So in Trinidad and Tobago, I mean, we don't really talk much about heat wave, 33, 34 degrees Celsius. It's not all that for some people. In some other places, it's real hot. But again, we're asking person to be, again, let's say sensitive, or at least what we call heat wave sensitive, sun-wise, so that, again, if you're outside in the sun for a very long period of time, which you're not supposed to be, you will know exactly as to when to do different things. So drinking a lot of water helps. Isotonic drinks and stuff like that, that helps you also. So do that kind of thing. What we call light clothing provides that for you. Loose clothing helps you also. Stay away from the sun. If you have to work in the sun for whatever particular reason, try to get some shade from time to time.
Yeah.
It helps us along the line. Stay away from caffeine. Stay away from...
Too late, bro.
Stay away from alcohol. You know, all of those things, because, again, it brings us a little temperature. And
dehydration.
That's right. So you need to cool down the system.
All right. So I want you to give me a little demonstration this morning. I see you walk with your partner here.
Yes.
So I want to get some tips on how do we treat someone who's choking, for example.
Right. So we're going to deal with this. And are you ready?
I'm ready, but yeah, let me try it.
All right.
You want to stand or you want to sit? Or you do that?
I will stand to show you exactly so what we do. So a simple situation, right? Right? Simple situations like this.
Sayo, just let me just get this chair to move over there. Come, Sayo, come on. Let me move the chair and sort it out. Nice.
Right, so you can see me now? Good. So simple situation. So let's probably take the camera back to Thorfida. So if somebody is, again, choking, there's a sign to say that I'm choking. So usually the hand claps around there. So you see that position there.
Right.
Right.
So this is someone in this position.
Indicates that the person may be choking.
Right.
So again, you ask the question, are you choking? Right? So you ask, are you choking? And again, if they're choking,
chances are they're not going to respond. They're going to be like...
They're going to nod.
Yeah.
That, yes, I'm choking. Right. So you have what they call partial choking, or you have a complete choking, where it's something, again, it blocks your passage. So therefore, that person may, again, be gasping also. So what we do, again, a couple of things. The first thing you need to do is, again, put on your glove, which is very, very important in this day and age. So you put on your glove. You put yourself in a position also where, again, you ask the question, are you choking? You nod along that line. Once you respond along those lines, the next thing is to do is ask somebody to call for an ambulance because this person is choking. Very, very important. Make that call. Then identify yourself. My name is John Brown. I'm a first aider. Can I help? We now have permission.
All this time passing.
Very important.
And they're choking.
Very important.
That protocol is important.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So you're going to stand now behind the person. So in this case here, you have this. You stand 1 foot at the side of the person, 1 foot behind the person like this. Yep. The hands move like this and goes here.
Straight across the chest.
Straight across the chest.
Right.
So you hold in here.
Right.
All right? That's the support that you're giving to the person. You're going to lean the person perpendicular to the floor. So you have all of that here. So you have this position. See now?
Right.
The heel of the hand, if you can see that, folks, is right here. Not like this because you don't want to cloud the person. So you have this right here.
So, but it's on their spine?
No, it's on the, again, this is the shoulder blade.
On the shoulder blade, okay.
So you have right, yes. So you're between again there.
Okay.
See that? Right. So the next step now, you're going to give them 5 back blows.
How hard?
Right. And that's what the reason why I bought this instead of Thorfida. Right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, each one single, all right, to remove whatever object that may be there.
Right.
The object may or may not come out, okay? So the next step now is to bring the person up in this position, right back up. So from back blows, you're going to give them abdominal thrust in this position like this. So you have the support, hold in here. 2 fingers. Locate the navel. 1.5 inches to 2 inches above the navel. See the marker here? Is where you're going to place your hand. See that? This hand here that's supporting, the thumb goes in, close. Yeah? Now we're going to bring it in this position, flat like this.
Right where your finger was.
Right where the marker is there.
Above the navel.
Right. So you don't want to go too far up, right? Right here. You're going to go in a J-like. So you're going to go in and up. This is slow motion. In to create that vacuum, up. You're going to do it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You continue. 5 back blows, abdominal thrust until the object comes out. If it does not and the person go unresponsive, you put the person on the ground and again apply there, almost like doing CPR. The difference between CPR and this now is, of course, once you see an object in the person's mouth, in this case an adult, you use again the index finger, you make a sweep. If it's an infant or a baby, you use a pinky, small finger. So again, this can be done for adults and for child. Also, if the person is obese,
I was going to ask about it, if it that 1.5 inches might be a bit further to get to in some cases.
Right. If they're obese, or if at all they are pregnant, once a woman is pregnant, the organs moves up.
Right.
So instead of actually doing that now, the compression takes place right here between the nipple line. So that's the position that again. So same thing.
So that would be valid for both obese and pregnant people.
Right, because of course, yes, your hand going around.
Right.
So the back blows continue, but then here now to do compression, you have it like this, and you go in and up and create that. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get more courses on how to be the best first aider that you can be, I suggest that you check out the Trinidad and Tobago Red Cross Society. They have fantastic courses in store. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for the lesson, Mr. Ford.
No problem at all.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and we take a quick break and come back with your birthday shouts here on the Now Morning Show, so stick around.